There's a kind of impossible question to answer, at least for myself. And I want to share this because it will be relevant for some people. It might be relevant for you. You might resonate. And I do not have an answer. So it might be an interesting discussion. But essentially, the question is, how hard should you work and how much rest do you need to give yourself? Do you want to give yourself? And I have the situation, I have the problem that whenever I need a break, so whenever my ability to be productive goes down, whenever I start slowing down, losing energy, losing momentum, start, struggling a bit more, I then think that I need to do more to make up for that. I need to try harder to get back into my normal groove. And the reason this is tricky is because probably 6, 7 times, 8 times, 10 times, probably even, I've had the situation where I fought against taking a break for a while, and I just kept getting more and more down into a rut, and I just kept losing my energy and my spirit and my inspiration more and more over the span of a few weeks. And then at some point, I got either sick or I just couldn't work anymore. I would basically force myself to take a break, and then usually after a few days, I would realize, okay, wow, this really was necessary. This was really helpful, and now I'm able to get back. And then I would tell myself, okay, I need to learn this lesson. I need to, the next time I notice that I'm kind of not burning out. I think burnout is maybe a step beyond that, but like, let's call it a micro or mini burnout. Whenever I notice that, I need to just allow myself to take a break so that I then don't fall into a rut, but I can just take a few days, replenish, and then go back to baseline. The issue is, and this has been kind of plaguing me, that when I start slowing down, when I start losing my edge, when I start being less productive and having less overall output, I would then think that I need to try harder, because when you are less productive and when you're getting fewer of the many things that you want to get done, and you start to see yourself falling behind your timeline, the last thing you want to do is to take time off. The last thing you want to do is to take a break and take it easy and get some rest and do some fun stuff, because you can see yourself falling behind. You can see yourself not living up to your standards. And so the last thing you want to do is to reward yourself and take time off. And so it's been so far impossible for me to dial in. And I've noticed that this weekend was supposed to be recharging, but it wasn't. Also, kind of physically, I had to do a lot of driving. There was a lot of smog. Let's say I was kind of breathing in motorcycle like exhaust smog for like 5 hours total on the weekend, and so I think my whole system is a little bit full of toxins right now. But I feel like right now I'm at the point where I need to have a little bit of recharging, and it usually doesn't take that much, but it requires you to allow yourself to relax, because I think if you not work even for 2 days, you take a weekend off, but you're in your head, you're thinking about work, you're feeling guilty, you're not allowing yourself to relax, then it's not really helping you very much. And so, this is a question I want to answer for myself. How can I be sustainable? And some people say that there's no way to be sustainable. You just have to go as hard as you can, and then occasionally you will burn out, and that's just the price you pay. And maybe that's true. I don't know. I think it would be ideal to know when you start slowing down and then take time off, or do whatever helps you recharge. I've also not found the best pattern for recharging. Like, sometimes I would do something where I think, okay, this will help me recover, and then at the end of the weekend I feel just as before. And then there have been times where I felt super rejuvenated. So I need to figure that out more. So that's why on the weekend I didn't do my daily check-ins, which is not good. And now I'm back. It's Monday. I have a shit ton of work this week, and I feel like I'm a little bit, uh, a little bit slow. My energy is a bit down, so I will try to actively recover. Maybe do a massage tomorrow. Maybe, just see how I can speed up my recovery. How I can what I can do to recover. And I think one potential issue that I've also noticed in the past is that if you keep working on stuff for a while, you build up so much mental clutter and so many things that are on your mind that you then just need to basically dump them all out. I've noticed that whenever I was in a rut in the past and then I got out of it, the day or usually the night that was basically before I got out of it, I would usually journal for like 2 hours and just brain dump a lot of shit. And so maybe this is also part of fatigue, because with so many projects going on and different clients and different plates spinning at the same time, trying to handle multiple goals at the same time, with all of this happening simultaneously, there is a lot of mental overhead. And I feel like it might help to just brain dump more, just write more stuff down. So that's what I'm going to do today. And then tomorrow I will be able to report back whether this actually helps, whether this is a major factor in this kind of running out of steam. So I will try a bunch of stuff, and this is also part of the goal of this channel and this daily routine of checking in daily to document the experiments that I'm running, document the things I'm trying to solve specific problems, to accomplish certain goals. And I do want to find a good format for this, because on one hand I do enjoy talking about a specific topic, and I do think it will usually be that I will have a specific topic that I'm hitting on, but I also want it to be a bit more related also to just documenting what I'm trying to do, what I'm working on, and most importantly, what I'm experimenting with, what I'm trying, what my theory is for how I can overcome certain obstacles, and then reporting back on that and documenting and seeing what actually works. I think that will be quite interesting. So I will see you tomorrow, and I will see you tomorrow.